I think you can safely say I lost. Now, you wouldn't know it by looking at this mess. Well, actually, it's not a mess anymore. You wouldn't know it from looking at this. The amount of effort that I went to try and get my flowers to grow. I carted dirt here in my little trailer. I had to do about 6 loads of drift sand that I carried in here because I couldn't get that stupid rotary hoe to work. And then I was out here hoeing up the little, because I had my little asparlum plants that come up. There was quite a scattering of them. So I had to hoe the couch grass away from them, and I did that for a while. And then I went away and shifted some bees, and I come back a week later and I thought, shivers, there's quite a green tinge to that planting there. I had a bit of a look and I thought, So my little flowers were coming along, nice green tinge coming up. And the next time I come back, the wife had whizzed over it with the lawnmower and there was no flowers left, but the green tinge had expanded a little bit. So I had a little conversation about, well, what the hell happened here? She said, well, it's technically my area, so I got some grass seeds and threw them out and decided that you'd been superseded. That's almost a pun in itself. You'd been taken over. So she said, no, I want a green verge. So that was that. I think you could say I lost. At least it's level. Ish. So if you're considering challenging your wife to a duel over a front yard, just spare yourself the pain and just go with, you know what, darling, that's a lovely green verge. I think it's a great idea. There's no need to be worrying about whether the bees can eat those flowers because, hell, it looks incredible. And if that's the only compensation that I have to put up, well, I think it's okay. I've still got some more seeds and I bought myself a new rotary hoe, so next winter, watch yourself, darling. Well, unlike my flowers, we've all made it to 2022, which is a big surprise. Woo! Tell you what, 2021 was an eventful blooming little roller coaster ride, wasn't it? We've had a lot of stuff going on. Thank you all for sticking with us. We've got big plans for this coming year. We've had a bit of an idea because we've got all these questions for the Q&A show. And some of them are a little bit more involved than we can just answer sitting in the armchair. If you've got some beekeeping questions that you want answered, or maybe even some Australian questions you want answered, send us an email, send us your question, and you might even be the generator of a show. Heck, if it's any good, we might even mention your name and say that, you know, I don't know. We could say that Harry sent us this question, and here we are. We could call it Harry's episode. Thank you all so much for coming along on this trip that we've been on for the last 4 years. It's pretty blooming incredible. I tell you what, we appreciate all your feedback and information, interaction. All you dudes that actually bought a t-shirt that might be good, might be shit. Hell, I reckon it's all pretty good because you're all along for the ride, and thank you very much. Well, I tell you what, 2021 was eventful. 2022 is not going to be any less eventful because I've got another new grandchild coming along. I've got my older grandchild and she's not quite 2 yet, but she's pretty hectic and taking over the world, which is awesome. Taking after her blooming granddad, I think. She's, look out, world. Never know where she's going to end up, which is really amazing. I never know how I never knew how cool it was when your kids are having kids. It's something to look forward to. Makes it all worthwhile, this journey. Tell you what, whew. I'm not sure, does that make me old or young? I don't know. I don't care. I'm having fun, and I hope you're having fun. Thank you for sticking with us. We've got like I said, we've got some big plans for this coming year, and hell, maybe beyond if we can make it that far. Hopefully 2022 is not quite as crazy as 2021, but I have a sneaking suspicion it won't be a whole lot better. There's always another idea. I mean, you can turn your flowers you can turn your grass into flowers and back to grass, and hell, no one has to worry. I'm just taking one for the team, and I think going to say the lawn looks good, even though I've noticed there's a prickle down here, and I'm not really sure. Do you think I should go and tell the missus that she should spray her prickles? Well, being that this isn't my lawn, I'm not really sure whether prickles are my responsibility or not, but I guess I'll go and find out in a minute.